Ministry among students. This is one line. And ministry through students to reach their community, people group, caste and villages, which is another line. Our students ministry continues from this converging point, and we further extend our students ministry in all directions of the city in order to spread the light of the gospel in every nook and corner. In this video presentation, I have tried to explain this above principle of ministry. When you see the reality of the field, it is not so easy to proclaim the gospel and lead them into Christ. Through folk dances in their way, colorful cultural events, retreat and seminar, we make the young people understand that only the way the Bible shows is the practical way. To illustrate this, we lift up the Bible among them. While we preach the gospel in streets and every nook and corner of the city, we lift up also the cross in order to make them understand the love of Jesus. We are missionaries from South India, which is 3,000 kilometers away, and came here without the language proficiency and unable to bear every peak climate conditions. Managed to accept life with the cross-cultural society with their food and lifestyle. We cried in our heart before the Lord and prayed to God to show us the way to win their heart. We took the tool of teaching spoken English at a very low fees, distributing clothes to the poor, arranging medical camps, healthcare awareness programs, and screening Jesus frequently. Particularly in the last 2 years, we struggled a lot in a ministry, being like isolated, without anyone's assistance and fearing to none. Oh, Lord only knows. We do it by arranging very small budget open air meetings in all parts of the city. We demonstrate the love of Lord through our burdenful prayers, and you will be happy to know that the redemption of souls takes place through this kind of ministry. While you conduct an open air meeting in your area, at least 1,000 people will gather very effortlessly and hear the gospel. In South India, there are plenty of autumn bomb preachers who will turn 1,000, 2,000 people in one occasion. Not only this, you will spend a lot of money and arrange the visit of foreign evangelists to conduct healing crusade, and they will go back raising hundreds of witnesses. But in our poor field, which contains 1.5 million people, except our brother Augustine Javakumar, no preacher never touched our field even for one time. We mobilized offering, arranged small stages. I became a vibrant preacher, my wife became singer and worshipper, and my elder daughter became anchor of the program. During soul-winning stages in the mission field, we feel like the man who has been beaten and suffers great pain of wound. Otherwise, if I say like unbearable pain because of the bone fracture Otherwise, if I say more, we face like the feeling of ashamed when a policeman drag on the road tying with a chain. If I explain all, I will break down and start to weep with unbearable emotion. But the Lord God blessed us with plenty of souls on seeing our great effort with pain and shame. This is our prayer hall where Sunday worship service is conducted. An exciting and wonderful worship service is going on with the help of electronic organ and rhythm pad. There are gifted youths who can lead the worship service with great talents. If you see our live worship of our saved and baptized believers, you will definitely feel the presence of the Lord. In the ministry, Lord has blessed our work among different kinds of people. Here, majority of Dalit community people who are considered as untouchable by the high caste people gather in large number. Our hope is that we will change the life of this community to be rich and make them as champion of gospel.
चुप के आके एक टेम्पो में एक रिक्शा में बैठा के मुझे यहाँ छोड़ के चले गए। मैंने रोया। दुनिया का हालत को देख रहे हैं। अंतिम समय तक हमें संभालने वाला, हमसे प्यार करने वाला कोई नहीं है। केवल आपको मैं बताना चाहता हूँ, केवल बोलिए।
Here you see the young pillars of church. Someone of the people that you see in the screen are students leader, someone are preacher, someone are leaders of songs and worship, someone involves in the children's ministry, counselor, prayer warriors. We have the hope to expand our church with thousands believers in a short time. You may be anywhere in the world, but you are also bound to support us if God speaks with you. Though we are in different parts of the world, we are indebted to each other as we both are bound by the kingdom of God. Jesus said, I am the light of the world. He is not the light of any church or light of any nation, but He is the light of the world in which my church and your church are united. Every Christian church belongs to Jesus, and He said, I will build my church upon the rock. We are one church in 1 million of locations in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and the uttermost part of the earth. No one can stop the plan of God. John Stott said, we must be a global Christians with a global vision because our God is a global God.